Good morning. Well, we haven't toured the greenhouse in a couple of weeks, so let's show you what's going on. I did take down the shade cloth on the eastern side to let in the morning light. I took it down a few weeks too early, I think. I don't think I should have taken it down until this week. Everything's looking good, except my avocado tree did get some sun scorching on a few of the leaves. It was just a little too much light for it. Something to keep in mind for next year. I won't take the shade cloth off until the second week of September. Everything else is looking good. I do believe that for my mango tree, if I want there to be new leaves, I'm going to need to prune it. And I'm very, very reluctant to do so. I am not that experienced with plants and pruning, and it seems like such a small plant to prune it. But everything I'm reading says that if I want more leaves, I need to prune off the top. I need to top it. So I'm still gathering up my courage to do so. My strawberry guavas over here are looking amazing. Tons of new leaves coming out all the time with their little pink blush. My mulberry tree is growing nicely. I'll probably leave it in the greenhouse for another year until it's ready to go outside. Lots of new growth on my Rio Grande cherry. And I moved my fig over here because I think it needed a little more sunlight. I want to see a little more height on this tree. The lemon is doing fantastic. The Hawaiian poha berry, I did have an infestation of whiteflies. I was able to eradicate them, I believe. I took off all of the infected leaves, and I have been daily giving these, all of the plants actually, a shower to keep off the whiteflies, and I used neem oil. I did quarantine it at that time. It wasn't next to all the plants like it is now, but as I appear to have gotten rid of the whiteflies, I have allowed it to be back with the other plants. I've added a mint to my collection. My pitomba is still relatively small. That one is not quite growing as fast as I want it to, but it seems to be okay. My lemon guava has taken off. I'm a huge fan of guava, as you can tell from all my guava plants. The purple forest guava is also spreading its canopy, going all directions. And the pitanga, look at these beautiful new leaves coming out on that pitanga. And this succulent that is just taking over. I know it is quite leggy for a succulent, but it seems happy here. I've got a little baby underneath there. Here to show you. My finger's in the way, but there's the little baby coming up. This one got a little hot. Got a little bit of sun scorching on a few of the leaves, so I moved it to a more shaded area of the greenhouse, and now it seems to be doing much better. It's got a little baby popping up there. This is a new addition. This is my piña, or sugar apple, as people call it in English. I don't know this plant well enough yet to know if the sloping leaves at the top are normal. They do seem quite firm. They're not wilted, so we'll just wait and see if that's typical for this plant. My acerola also is just growing like crazy. I did secure it to a support because it was flopping over on its own. I moved my grumichama and my pineapple guava to this shaded part underneath because both of them were showing signs of distress from the heat. But as we move into the lower 80s and 70s, I'll probably move them back out and see how they tolerate it normal. This is my greenhouse spider. There's two of them. This one stays out all day. The other one only comes out at night. So I'm thinking I need to name my little spider here. I'm not sure what to call her. So name suggestions. Two more of my strawberry guavas I moved into the grow bag so they can flourish as if they were in ground. And they are flourishing. And my apple banana is doing quite well. We have completely eradicated the spider mites. But again, this plant gets a daily shower just to make sure that no spider mites come back, because I know that these plants are very susceptible to them. And then I do have a bunch of thuya trees in here. They are temporary. I will be moving them out to the backyard when fall hits and we're constantly getting rain. This is my Jamaica. It's a hibiscus. It has grown like crazy. My Australian red finger lime and the regular Australian finger lime, which has also just shot upward. It's very happy in its new pot. My jalapeno plant is as tall as I am. It has just grown up and up and up and is still loaded with jalapenos. Now these plants are usually, most people treat them like an annual and they let it die down in the winter and then just plant a new one. I'm gonna try and keep it going. I'm gonna see if I can keep it alive through the winter and just have the same plant. And here is my lychee. All of these leaves came with the plant when I got it, and they obviously trimmed it, tried to take off some of the sun scorching, but all of these bright, beautiful leaves are new. These are leaves it has put out since coming into my care, and you can see all the baby buds, all the baby leaves getting ready to come out. I think it might have an issue. I don't see any scales or aphids or anything, but it has definitely attracted ants, and they are enjoying that soil. They're not bothering the plant. So I haven't decided yet if I need to take drastic measures to get rid of the ants. And my passion fruit, I just recently replanted. It's got quite a collection of leaves growing in here. I haven't gotten any flowers yet. Hoping for flowers. Hopefully next year I'll get some flowers. And the kumquat is doing amazing. This plant is one of my pride and joys. Look at all these little kumquats. And it just flowered again last week. So there will be more baby kumquats coming. And this ruby guava is a new addition. Again, I love guavas. So this one's actually a guava tree as opposed to most of the others, which are bushes. And this is a pink lemonade blueberry. It could probably use a support. I don't have any more supports hanging around. So it's gonna I'm gonna put it into a bigger pot probably today. It needs to be upgraded. And the loquat is doing really well. It is branching out. I'm happy to see branches breaking off of the central stalk. And my jabuticaba has bushed out really nicely. A beautiful, beautiful plant. And the sitiguela, or jocote, or hog plum, whatever you want to call it, is also massive. I did secure it to a nail because this lateral branch was dangling out over everything. And it's about time to get a new pot. And over here I have a Pakistan mulberry, slightly different than a regular mulberry. You see the leaves are giant. The berries also will be about twice the size of regular mulberries. So I think that's everything. Oh yeah, and I started some seedlings of cayenne pepper because my jalapeno is doing so well. I thought, let's try and grow more peppers. So that's what we've got.